do the clap.
Oh, that was a bad one.
Well, hi. I'm just gonna keep this in at this point. Hi, welcome to the Krupp podcast. This is Armando. He is a writer and a good friend of mine. Anything else to describe you?
I have green hair apparently.
Okay, yeah. And then, Henry, do you have anything to describe you? I mean, there really isn't anything to describe
I'm
you.
stinky.
I mean, that is true.
Actually, I have a condition.
What's your condition?
Permanent stink.
Oh, permanent stink?
It's kind of deadly.
No wonder I have a freshman girlfriend instead of a...
Instead of a...
I didn't want to go there.
Yeah.
Alright. So, as you can tell, it's been a long week. But, my first question is, what food do you... what food do you crave the most? If any.
Whatever your mom's making.
Alright. I'm regretting all my life decisions.
No,
No,
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I'd probably say pizza. I'm always
Pizza?
Yeah, always a good
Beef.
pizza.
Like dead ass. Like just like beef.
straight up beef?
Like
It's like
steak.
strained like beef? Or like just straight?
Like steak.
Okay.
Like red meat.
That's fair.
I have an iron deficiency or something.
Yeah,
You know, like the whole cow thing, like with the red goop.
Red goop.
No, like I don't know what it's called, but like the
Guwap.
no, like the pink slime. That's what it's called.
Isn't that McNuggets?
Yeah,
McNuggets
basically.
that we just
Yeah, we
downed.
just ate.
Cows are the biggest producers of global. Well, not the cows themselves. Like how
Yeah.
the whole meat industry.
Yeah,
is
yeah. It's the biggest cause.
It's
of
like
global
methane
warming.
coming out their butt.
No, it's not even just that too. Like that's a good chunk of it, but like the transportation, keeping
Yeah.
them stationary, like everything
It's
that goes into
crazy.
making a steak is the biggest thing in climate change.
Yeah.
I was just at a climate protest last week.
Really? I heard about that one.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it was
That's
kind of
dope.
weird because like we got to like the final point and like the lieutenant governor was supposed to give a speech and he didn't show up, and the councilman showed like he was supposed to show up, didn't.
Wow. That's
And then
kinda
like
unfortunate.
there was like a 5th grade class there.
Aw.
Like they were getting bussed in. I was like, alright.
That's dope.
Just having a group of 5th graders just run in like.
Like we all started clapping for them. I was like, they got busted. They don't know why they're here. They really don't.
Yeah.
I read an article for AP World History the other day. It was about, basically it said that agriculture, it was arguing that agriculture was the worst thing that ever happened to humans.
No.
No.
And I disagreed with it. I
Good.
But basically the point was that
What was the point of this
initially
article?
agriculture caused a lot of famine and widespread
Yes,
death, and quality
yes.
of life
Uh-huh.
dropped significantly, which I feel like in the end it ended up rising, but the immediate effects of agriculture were actually extremely
I mean,
negative.
Yeah, because humans are dumb back then. Like they didn't understand. Like, oh yeah, if we grow the same thing over and over again,
Yeah,
you just
but-
deteriorate the nutrients.
But like
in the land.
agriculture at first like made us cities like that.
Right, but then that
But-
created
yeah.
social classes, which
Mhm.
was immediately
Whoever started that
collapsed.
farm was on top.
Yeah, whoever. Yeah, right. Whoever owned all the food was Mr. Big Powerful Guy.
Yeah, that's true.
If I own the food, I make friends. If they're real or fake, it doesn't matter. They're friends.
Do you think there's still like a class system now?
Yes, 100%. How would they
Yeah,
not?
very. I don't think it's like as like different. Well, it's different, but like
It's
back
weird.
then, a king and a peasant were way different things.
Yeah.
But a rich guy in the middle class is like they're somewhat similar. It's just the rich guy is more.
You can make like
Right,
you
but
can
the
make
richest
it-
of the rich in America compared to the poorest of the poor, it's a very big gap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Like, Bill Gates to like homeless Joe, like it's completely different.
But yeah,
Is anyone homeless here?
No, but in Milwaukee,
I've seen
No.
like you could see him a couple times. You see this guy with like 7 bags.
It's really
hiding in Kids Cove.
Yeah, that's true.
Just go, or
It's really bad from where I'm like where I was born in Santa Maria. Like there's legit people just sleeping
Yeah,
on
like
benches and crap.
it's really bad like out West Coast because like
people move there.
yeah, so you think you.
I'm gonna make it big. Ends up homeless.
Yeah, that's what I, that's
That
what
would
I-
be me.
That's
Actually.
That's like when I have one fear like moving out like West Coast. Like if I moved East Coast, I'd probably make it to like West Coast. I don't know.
I prefer the West Coast. I don't like the East Coast.
Speaking of like 2 different things, do you think there's like 2 different types of people in the world? And like,
There's-
what are they?
No,
I
there
feel
are
like-
multiple types of people in the
Right,
world.
but I feel like you can categorize people.
I feel
yeah,
like
you definitely know.
especially looks plus personalities. But I feel like you can look at someone and it's like, oh, they're like this type of looks. Like I feel like you can fit
I
everyone
think-
in a
I
slot.
think-
What kind of categories are we making? Like, what
I
are,
think-
what are
well,
you trying to say?
Personally, I think there's like two different types of people. There's people who give a fuck and people who don't give a fuck. And like,
yeah.
I think my fuckery is somewhere in between.
yeah.
I don't want to give a fuck a lot, but then like I'll be like on Instagram about to post something and like writing a caption like, what are people gonna think? And I'm like, shit, I'm giving a fuck right now.
Yeah, but like I think that's more. I don't think it's like a one or the other. I think it's a scale.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a scale of
I think-
fuckery.
How much fuck do you give?
How much? I mean, but it's plus on certain things. I give hella fucks. On certain things, I give nella fucks.
Nellis?
Yeah, I'm starting a new word. No.
No, yeah, I think there is two guys. There are people who care way too much, and there's people who just don't care at all. Empathetic, and what's the opposite of empathetic?
Empathetic?
You know, empathetic is like the not caring, blah blah. What's the opposite of empathetic?
I can't think.
Yeah, please. Like, I really want to know what that means.
Opposite of...
Empathetic.
And I'm gonna pretend like I know how to spell that. Empathetic.
Empathy. It's not empathy. It's not empathy.
How is it?
Empathetic.
That's not empathetic. It's oh, I guess.
The opposite of empathy.
Yeah, that. Oh, empathy.
Oh.
Oh, it's just empathetic. Yeah.
The ability to understand
Mhm.
or feelings of other.
There's the difference between. Well, then.
Sympathy? I don't know. It's kind of bad.
And I poop.
I don't know. I think that one's so funky.
How is it switching to math?
Huh? I was just switching a Mac from like PC.
Yeah.
So since I had an iPad for the last 7 years, like I kind of knew like pages and like numbers, not a touch screen.
And I really want it to be.
Like FaceTime and like plus I'm in like the Apple ecosystem. Like with like the EarPods, the Apple Watch.
Flex.
No, I don't have AirPods.
Apple
though.
Watch, AirPods.
No, like if you have an iPhone and then like basically so like everything like connects to each other basically.
I like that, but like not when it comes to Mac. Like if I had, like I really like Apple. I like their products. I just don't like their Macs.
Actually, I like it because
I agree with you. On
Yeah.
that.
I can-
don't like math.
I can like so like my
Hate
reminders
you.
go to this. Like I can set a reminder in here and it'll also go to my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I can also unlock my computer with my Apple Watch.
Yeah.
And then like my text messages show up on here and I can text people off of this,
Mhm.
which is really nice because I can do it during class.
Yeah, like I said, I like their products. I like how everything's connected. It's just like I like if I could have both, yeah, I get both, but money comes sparsely. But
Yeah.
when it comes to the Mac, I feel like a Windows PC does so much more than a Mac. Like sure, you have that connectivity, but when it comes to a PC Mac, not a PC, Windows laptop, it's just I think it's better personally, just because you can do more. They tend to be more powerful.
And I'm used to the interface. That's my big
that
thing.
too, yeah.
I don't know. I think I like the Mac better. Not
You
both.
like, it's fine if you can like the Mac. It's just
I
not
don't-
me personally.
I don't see a big difference between like Mac and PC.
Mhm.
I don't get why there's a whole hubbub about it. I really don't.
It's marketing. You
It's
gotta-
really a boomer thing.
It's a boomer
It's a boomer thing.
It's a boomer thing.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm kind of waiting for these boomers to leave, and this will come
Die?
I didn't say that. But like,
That's
if
what
you
you
think,
meant.
if you think about it, like
As
the
long as you don't say it
boomers
directly.
are like kind of holding back like so much,
Like what?
like their lives are completely different. Like they grew up in like wars, and like we don't have any
Oh, yeah.
wars.
Boomers?
Yeah, we Vietnam.
Vietnam. That's about it though.
I know, but like if you think about it, like we haven't had it really more. Like the most, like
Gulf
we
War.
lived in like a fucked up generation.
We live in a generation that evolved. too
Are we
quickly.
the same generation? I'm Gen Z.
Yeah, we're Gen Z. Well,
Okay,
Because
yeah.
what you born 2000?
2001.
Yeah, basically I think of Gen Z as 2000 to 2010, and I think of millennial, not millennial, but like millennial, as like
I think Gen Z is to 2008.
yeah something like funky like that. No,
It's to 2000.
yeah, but like people are like, oh well, it starts with 98. I'm like no, it starts at 2000 to like 2015, like
Okay.
just in that area. I don't have an end date basically, but like the generation before, like the millennials, like from like 1999 to like 1988, 85, like that ballpark.
Yeah.
I think like the biggest difference is like just technology wise. Like that to me, like when I see the technology, like we were born when technology was growing in. The people born after us were born into that technology.
Yeah.
The people before us, they had to learn about this technology.
Like
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like that's the difference between us. Like when it comes to technology wise, I feel like that's the big decider.
I've never like not had like Wi-Fi.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's
I
like,
so.
like I never lived without like the internet. Like that's wild.
Well, that's
Yeah.
different for me because when I grew up, like even when I moved here, because like before I lived in California, then we moved here. We didn't get Wi-Fi till I was like 7, 6.
Really?
Yeah. So like I had to grow up, like we going into the technology. I just didn't have it at my feet.
Yeah. I think the thing that I don't get is the whole the massive difference. Not even in political views, but maybe I'm getting a little controversial here. But why?
Nothing's controversial. We're all good
Why,
friends.
why boomers don't understand global warming? Like
Yeah.
as a generalization, they're really bad at understanding that the Earth is like
We're cooking.
we're dying.
Like I think that like our generation, even if like you're conservative or like liberal, like everyone in our generation basically believes in climate change.
in climate change, yeah,
They just kind of take it as a fact at this
Unless
point.
you're
exactly. No, it is a fact, and I feel like the only people holding it back from it being an actual fact is the older generations.
Yeah.
And that,
It's really unfortunate.
It's
'Cause they don't have to live in this world for that much longer.
yeah, climate change is going to hit us really hard, but they're probably going to be long gone before it hits.
Did you
that.
guys see the clip of the girl like
Greta.
freaking out?
The
I didn't read
awesome.
much into it, but I saw it.
I only saw
I
it like
think-
pop up on Snapchat.
What was that from?
That was when she gave a speech at the UN.
UN. I knew it was some UN something.
Yo,
Because
so many-
they clipped to Trump in the crowd. It was like
So many like older people are getting so like triggered by a 16-year-old being more accomplished than them and not giving a fuck what other people think, and like all of them are like, oh, she's a brat and she's just being used by the liberals. I'm like, no, she's literally just trying to make the earth a better place.
yeah. I feel like her speech there, her point would have come through. In my opinion, her point would have come through stronger to me and a lot of other people if it was less emotional.
I think it helps a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I get where
disagree.
you're coming from.
I think this is a slide between two different people. Like, there's people who like emotions. There's people who just want straight
Yeah.
facts. So like, I feel
That's
like
true.
it just caters to.
Yeah,
them.
like whenever I'll get in an argument with my mom, she's very emotional as far as how she'll argue,
Yeah.
and then I'll say something that like is a little bit more confrontational, then she'll just freak out.
Yeah.
And
I
then
understand that. That's
it was annoying. Like, we had a conversation about political correctness and whether it's necessary, and I started to prove a point. I started not being politically correct in our conversation and just started, being kind of extreme in what I was saying. And then she like got all upset, and I was like, "That's why it's necessary."
Yeah, that's true. I think people don't realize like how much like it's kind of like a punchline to a joke, like a political correctness, but like it's necessary like in a certain extent. Like
I agree.
like you don't hear like racist jokes anymore. And like that's because it's politically like not politically correct to like make fun of like someone's like ancestors. I'm like I don't understand how like people are like, oh, that's a bad thing. Like to have racist jokes and like that kind of thing. I don't know. That's just me.
When it comes to like, see, I'm very weird with jokes. Like, I'm very open to jokes. Like, if it's a little offensive, I don't care because it's a joke, and a lot of people don't like that. But like, if it's in a joke, it's fine. But like, if you have malintent, like if you intend to hurt the other person, or like, it's weird because like it goes both ways. Like, if you set up a racist joke and it hurts them, you should apologize, yes. But like, if you said a racist joke and they go, dude, what the fuck? Or like, if they know it was a joke, it's fine.
I think one of the
It
things
just depends on if it's a two-way street to me. Like, if we both agree that it's okay, it should be fine. But like, if it hurts someone else, yeah, say sorry, it's fine. But like, to me, a joke is a joke, even
I
though
agree.
all jokes are subjective.
I agree with that. I think sometimes a lot of jokes can like cross the line.
Yeah, it can, but like, where is that line? Like, it depends on
It's
the
hard,
person
yeah,
on where
no.
the line is.
Like so at college I was in a room with like a bunch of white people and they were like making super racist jokes.
Yeah.
And like I think like they crossed the line, but like obviously they didn't. So I think everyone's like political correctness, like I don't know, like a meter, like
Can I ask a
graph.
question? What's political correctness?
Political correctness is like basically saying like I can like Google like the term for it. I don't want to mischaracterize it.
Yeah, that's good.
Definitely.
Politically correct. Okay. Politically correctness, it's on Wikipedia. The term politically correct is used to describe language, policies, or measures that are intended to avoid offense or disadvantage to members of particular groups in society. So you're avoiding offending people.
Okay.
Which I don't think that's like a bad thing. Like, you don't want to make someone upset.
I feel like in the context of trying to prove a point or trying to get factual information across, political correctness is necessary.
Yeah.
Because then when you offend people, their emotions get involved and it kind of skews what you're trying to talk
Yeah,
about.
emotions are a very big blinding factor.
Yeah, and people, that's the thing though. Some people cling to emotions more than they cling to their facts. Some people. And I just don't
Some
understand
people
that.
it's the other way around.
Like, emotions, like, you can tell, like, emotions play into, like, a lot of, like, policies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, with guns, like, people, like, you're really emotional about, like, their guns.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, like, I don't know, I can't really understand that, not gonna lie. Like, I don't
I
understand,
don't
like,
get it either.
I don't understand.
How could you own a gun?
No, like, not that part, like how, like, they're, like, so protective of, like, the AR-15. I'm like,
Oh yeah, don't take my gun away from me.
I
They
was
see both ways.
yeah, it's
There's
why-
emotion both ways. It's
Yeah.
strong emotion
I
both
think-
ways.
Personally, I think that's why, like, America, we can somewhat, like, divided, is because everyone has emotions.
It's so the political landscape is so very emotional. And I think it's bad.
Yeah, like,
You can't have a good argument. Like they all end up like, oh yeah, insult. That's not an argument. Like an argument, you're supposed to.
Well, look at our last presidential debate between
Yeah.
Hillary and Trump. It was literally just like them throwing shade at each other for 45 minutes.
That's not a debate. It's not an argument. You're just
Exactly.
throwing shit at each other.
It was
It's not,
a circus.
but I think, not gonna lie, I think America's kind of reacting to it. 'Cause, like, the last presidential debate, like, Julian Castro, I know you guys probably don't watch it, but, like, so there was
I'm
one
very
presidential.
political, so you got to
Yeah.
explain these things to me.
So there was one candidate, his name is Julio Castro.
Not anti-political. I'm very politically unaware.
Yeah,
There
okay,
you go.
that's a good term. And so, like, he, like, made reference about Joe Biden's age. And, like, it was completely off base. Like, it wasn't even true. Like, because,
roasting him.
yeah, and, like, a lot of people, like, didn't like that. Like, everyone is forcing not ununity, but, like, dividedness.
Mhm.
Didn't
And-
Joe Biden make a comment about poor people and poor kids and black kids like being the same thing?
Yeah. We don't talk
Wait a
about
minute,
that.
wait a minute.
That was, did you see the clip?
Yeah, I saw it. I was like,
Pull up the clip. Pull up the clip.
I'm not pulling up the clip.
Pull up the clip.
I
You
know.
show me.
It's
I'll
hilarious.
read, I think I'll read, like,
It's hilariously like awful. Like he's
Oh
like
my
what what is
he has a lot of gaps. That's what it is.
He has a lot of what?
Gaps. Like, mess ups.
Oh yeah.
Like when he misspeaks.
Yeah, but he's like
me every day.
Yeah.
He was talking about like different income homes and like how they should have the same opportunity to have a good career and stuff. And he's like, white kids should have the same opportunity as
He
poor kids.
said,
Wait a minute.
And then he goes, yeah, white kids and black
oh, here it
kids.
is. Okay, he said, we should challenge students in these schools, talking about lower income schools. We have this notion that somehow, if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. And he paused and then added, wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. No, I really mean it, but I think this is how we think about it. And this is even worse. Though the crowd was made up of Asian and Latino activists. I think his time passed.
Yes.
I think if he ran in 2016, he could have won it. Because he wasn't as,
I would have been okay with Biden.
like, he was popular. He's still popular now, but, like, the whole, like, the Democrats going left, like, hard left, is already, what are you trying to show me?
No, I'm like, oh, there's a smell.
Yeah, mine's smaller. And, I know. And,
They didn't intend it like that.
yeah. And I think, actually, his kid died, Bo Biden. Bo.
Rest in peace, Bo.
I think he died of cancer.
Oh, even worse.
Sad.
So, yeah. I think he's got a little too old.
Yeah, like I said, politics are weird. That's why I don't go into them. I just kind of hope people do the right thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard. That's why I'm very
I try to avoid the
Middle.
politics like on the
No, you
podcast.
on the podcast.
Yeah, on the
I
podcast.
thought you
okay.
just meant like in general. You avoid
If
politics.
you're,
I'm like,
you're talking about in
there's-
general,
no.
no, you are definitely not.
No, I've been like close to tossing hands with my sweet mates over the stuff they say.
Really?
They're just dumb.
Do they watch the podcast?
No.
Okay.
If they do, hi guys.
Hi.
They know what I'm talking about, so they don't want to toss hands. But yeah, I don't know. Like it's kind of hard like going to like a very like diverse school, and like most people there are liberal, so like they're kind of like a last island, and like they're from a very rural area, so
Yeah.
they're just not used to seeing.
Culture shock.
Yeah, it is. I think it is for them. Like they were like making like I'm not gonna say they were making, but like they like were making comments about like how many gay people there were and like how many Muslims.
It's
Like
2019.
exactly. I was like
It's okay to be gay.
exactly. That's why I was really about to toss hands with them. I was like,
I
dude,
just don't agree. I don't get how people
I can think about that anymore.
are like genuinely uncomfortable by people that are different than
It
them.
doesn't affect their lives. Like why?
It upsets me.
They make themselves upset over someone else.
It's
Exactly.
it's so ignorant.
Yeah, exactly.
It's dumb. Yeah, probably go a different direction.
Yeah, we should probably go off of politics.
Yeah.
Maybe look up random generator question. What do you do when you hang out with your friends?
We make
Podcast.
podcasts.
Yes, make a podcast.
Yeah, make a podcast.
Skateboard.
I haven't
Cool.
skateboarded. Burn
Yo,
things.
people are fucking crazy. Like on a skateboard, like there's only a sidewalk, and it's like you can like fit like 5 people across it, and it's like there's 2 lanes going each way basically. Like, so 2 people standing next to each other. This guy comes flying down the middle with a skateboard. Like, he's going fast.
I want to bomb a hill now.
You want to bomb a hill now?
Yeah, come on.
You've done it so many times. It's kind of wet out to bomb a hill.
It'd be fun. I don't know. I want to go snowboarding too.
I want to go snowboarding too.
I do too.
Dude, you want to go snowboarding?
Right now?
Not right. No.
Yo, let's go straight
This
up to
winter,
Idaho.
I'm down. Like we
Alright,
should
bet.
like go like consistently too.
Yeah, I want to learn how to snowboard.
Alright,
Wait,
alright.
you don't know how to snowboard?
No,
I'm
I don't
like
either.
a lot better at skiing than snowboarding.
Alright, ready? What was the most significant plot twist in your own life?
Oh Jesus, mine's easy.
My birth.
Oh, I think
No, it's good. No, I'm okay with that topic.
Alright,
I'm,
go ahead.
I'm fine with it.
I'll let you say it then.
Alright, so, last
If you don't want to do it, we can like
No,
go
fine.
into it. Okay.
last July, like my dad passed away,
Oh.
and that's in a car accident, and that caused an extreme 360 kind of flip in my life of everything's okay, kind of not worrying about day-to-day issues that
Yeah.
regular people like teenagers worry about. You know, your friend made a comment about you today, now I'm upset about it, versus kind of for months not feeling that and not feeling anything at all as
Yeah.
but like kind of that sad kind of grief
Yeah.
feeling. And I think to where I am now, I'm back to the normal, being upset about normal things again, which it's hard to accept, honestly.
Yeah,
I can
it's hard to accept moving on.
I can only imagine. Trust me.
Yeah, it's
You
it's
lived
been
it. I
insane.
haven't. I can
Yeah.
never understand that feeling unless it happens.
But like, I'm not like, of course I'm like upset about it, but I'm no longer to the point where I'm upset about it every single day,
Yeah.
which I think is good.
Yeah, that's good. You're
Uh,
growing.
yeah, like
you
you're-
gotta move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're learning how to deal with like the grief and all that.
Yeah, it's
We're proud of you.
yeah. Thank you. Like yeah, that was definitely 100% the biggest
Plot twist.
plot twist in my life.
I feel like my life has just had too many plot twists. So like,
Yeah.
it's got to- yeah, trust me. Can your birth be a plot twist?
Yes.
Because like I was born with a medical condition like instantly, so like is that a plot twist right away?
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah,
born
that's
with a medical condition. Shit happened, and then another plot twist. I moved here. I immediately left where I was born, and now I'm here.
Mhm.
And then go
What
through the
age?
school years. I left around like 5, 6.
Okay.
So like, it wasn't too late, but still enough to like, oh yeah, I know I'm moving. And then another time, it involved my medical condition, because when I was born, I was had an inhibitor, which made it so like the medicine I was taking wouldn't work. So we spent months fighting it. But then years later, it came up again. So
Yeah.
like again, plot twist, like oh no, we thought we killed this thing, but now it's back. And then, again, we went through the process, a lot better than last time, but yeah, with normal life. And then, again, plot twist, guess we decided to come back. Like, hey, what's up? I'm in the hospital for another week or two.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, and then it's not even, like, considering, like, the minor things, too. Like, I think there's, like, life is just a bunch of plot twists. The bigger they are, smaller they are, but, like, the big ones, like, I've just had a lot. Like, nothing, and then, again, my grandparents dying, and then all these things. It's just too much. I'm like, you know what? Just, it's life.
Yeah.
Just gotta get through it.
I don't think I had like too many plot twists. I think I saw like everything kind of coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like the bullying has like gone on for like ever, so like I kind of like something like plot twist. But like I don't know. I don't think I have a plot twist. Like it's like there's a lot of lead up to it. So
Yeah. Like I remember, we for sure knew each other back in like.
yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, we never had a conversation about that.
Yeah.
We like for sure knew each other, and that my memory of 5, 6 years old is really foggy. I was like first grade, ish. Yeah, first grade, because I was going to Jefferson Lighthouse at the time.
Really went there.
Where did you go?
I went to St. Rita's.
And you stayed at the SCJ like before school care thing?
Yeah, yeah.
And after school care? Because
Yeah.
I remember like we were like homies back in the day
Yeah.
for like a year,
Yeah.
and like we would like play football against like the older kids.
Yeah.
And we would like low key sauce them.
That is true. I'm actually good decent at football.
Yeah, it was. I remember that, and I don't remember like you like getting like bullied back then. Like,
Well, I was bullied. Let's see. First, I think 2nd grade to about 6th grade, and then freshman to about sophomore, and then beginning of senior year. And I realized this. I was kind of cancel culture at St. Cat's. I canceled 2 kids,
wait, who?
Gavin and Tyler.
You're gonna say this.
Tyler.
I don't care.
Tyler.
I canceled them. Alexis, his brother. I don't want to say no. No, not him. Alexis. Broken collarbone.
I don't know.
Steve,
Oh.
her brother.
Okay.
I don't want to say the last name.
Yeah.
So like he like made. I don't think I've ever talked about this really. Like he made death threats and he sent me pictures of my.
Oh,
house.
that's
And then like, I had screenshots of like of him talking about like how like.
I remember
really
you.
racist.
The thing is, like we weren't friends back then. Like I knew of you, we knew of each other. But, like,
Yeah.
I did hear about that stuff. Like, what the fuck?
Like
Really? People do that.
I posted
Yeah,
that
right.
shit
Yeah.
everywhere. I got him like a lot of people didn't talk to me anymore. Like I kind of got him canceled.
Yeah. Like the shows and stuff in media about high school is so extreme.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like 13 Reasons Why. Have you like seen that show?
Yeah.
It's like
Heard of it.
insane how extreme like the bullying in high school is. Like in the 2nd season, the last episode, I think it's the last episode.
Spoiler.
They literally spoiler. They literally like shove a mop up a kid's ass because he's gay.
Yeah. That's like it goes on some places, but most places it doesn't.
It's just
It's like
yeah.
the
I
bullying.
I find it hard to believe.
The bullying
Right.
now is just like verbal and like
Social
And just
media.
it's like very psychological like bullying.
Yeah.
Psychological warfare.
Like actually, that's how it is.
It's no longer, oh, let me stick your head in a toilet. It's
It's
like,
like-
let's see how I can screw you up with your friends.
Exactly, and it's really awful. But like
we went from medieval battles to guerrilla tactics.
Yeah.
right. It's really kind of messed up. But the Gavin thing, I was in between that, and
I still like hold grudges against people because they picked him over me.
I didn't pick either of you.
Because I told him like
Felt
what
like
he
an
did,
asshole.
what he like. So basically, his kid called me a fag like every day, and like I was just fucking done with it. Like I was getting so pissed. Like he was like telling people like don't talk to that fag over there, and I was sitting like right there,
Mm-hmm.
and like it was like so like he would say so much like shit, and I was like, all right, you're gonna fuck with me. I'm gonna fuck you so hard you can't even get back at me. So
You're gonna fuck him so hard because he was calling you a fag.
No. So basically, like I told the administration, and like that like got like a whole bunch of repercussions on him, and basically people like called me snitch and all that. But I was like, you know what? He's not fucking with me anymore. Like, cause the repercussions against him on that was so bad. And I think and then like I started telling people like what he did, and then like everyone was like, oh fuck.
People started to understand.
Yeah, people like, oh, like, you went through that.
Yeah.
And like a lot of like I was like a nice person, I think, in high school. Like people said that I sucked up to people. It's just no, it's being nice to people. And basically I changed like everyone's perception on him, and like not a ton of people liked him anymore. So I kind of realized that like as I was saying, like dang, I was playing chess while he was playing checkers.
I like chess.
But it's so fun.
Yeah, what?
I thought you said I hate chess.
No, I said I love chess.
Oh, I
No,
love chess.
I
I
love
like-
chess.
I like
Actually,
chess
I hate
too.
checkers.
Same. Checkers
Really?
is so booty. But like, I feel like that's the way to go for high school.
Yeah.
Just liking people and being nice to everyone. Because like, there's not many people like I genuinely hate.
I believe.
Yeah.
It's like
what I
two.
believe is just have fun.
I think that's what-
I don't care about anything. Just have fun. As long as it's fun, I'm good.
I think that's why I got like prom course. I was nice to everybody. If you really think about
Yeah.
it, you just gotta be nice to everybody. Like people, like you don't talk shit about people behind their back, right? Like
Yeah.
don't do drama. Like a lot of people like, oh, you talk shit behind their back. Like just don't say dumb
I'm
shit.
talking shit about his back.
Oh, about my back? You know, my back me.
Your back is fat as hell.
Damn, my back. I got a thick back.
I like low key feel like that's all you gotta do for people not to like. I stay out of drama
Yeah.
is what I've learned so far in high school, but like.
He's in high school. We're both out of high school.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
And
we need to clarify.
I switched to a new school this year, so that's been interesting.
Do you like it better than middle school?
I like the school better,
Do you
but
people-
like,
the people. They're two different things. People, school.
yeah, but like, you guys are gone, like the
the
general
people like you hung out with.
yeah general friend group. Like I feel like that's a big reason why I left the old school, but like, the people are nice there, but I'm just like it's hard to get
A gauge.
a gauge on what's happening because this is how it kind of works. It's like there's for sure like a cooler friend group, and, like that's where I'm hanging out right now. But,
Human
like,
tribery.
pretty much.
Yeah,
But,
like the cliques.
I don't like hanging out with them as much as I like hanging out with the lesser cool group, because the lesser cool group, they think I'm like really funny and they think I'm super cool, and like these guys kind of like push me off a little bit, kind of just.
Because they're too cool to
Like,
right. That.
And it's like, they're not as funny either. They're really not. And like
They think they are, though.
Yeah, my humor's more goofy, and they're just like rip on each other, and I'm like, damn.
I think that like, so I was kind of in the same position. Like I moved around groups a lot. Like I could kind of fit into every group,
Mm-hmm.
but like you never had like one group like the ride or dies.
Yeah.
So like, I had a friend group that was like, I had since middle school, and like they were like the lesser popular people, and like I should have like hung out. Like they would invite me and stuff, and I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And then like they would like have stuff without me, and I was kind of sad about it. But like, I kind of thought about this lately. I was like, dang, like I took them way too much for granted. And like that's
Yeah.
what you don't realize in high school. Like you gotta take your friends for granted, because like once you get out of high school, everyone's gone.
Yeah.
Which
It's weird.
sucks.
I haven't talked to Daisy since the
Exactly.
since we left.
Like people like you talk to like every single day, like people like your day ones, like you just don't talk to them. Like I tried to keep up. With
Like I thought that was fake too. Like oh yeah, I would still talk to these people. Like no, I have not talked to them.
See,
Yeah.
that's what everyone said would happen from middle school to high school.
Mm-hmm.
That happened freshman year, but it went away last year, I think. And this summer, I've hung out with my two closest middle school friends more than I've like ever hung out with them during the summer.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just because we realized that kind of fading away from each other is bullshit. Like
Yeah.
we should stick together. And we used to all three go to 3 different schools.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to the same school as one of them, but it's just it was really weird because I remember after freshman year, like you know the Christmas parade downtown.
Yeah.
I went to that and hung out with the entire group that I used to hang out with back in middle school, and there was just like no chemistry whatsoever. It was just everyone was just a little bit different that it just made it awful.
Yeah.
It sucked, and like my like best friend since like kindergarten was like just a completely different person, and he was like
That's what I felt. That's what I felt like for me. Like I had a best friend in kindergarten, but like when like it happened during middle school, I'm like, hey dude, what's up? How's it been? He's like, not the same person.
yeah,
Yeah.
right, and like we've grown kind of that relationship now, but it sucked.
Yeah.
Initially, I was like, I remember I was like ranting about it to my dad after he picked me up from the parade. I was like so upset, and it ended up being fine, but it's just that natural growing apart is like really difficult for me, and I think that's why we hung on.
Is that sociology or psychology, like studying social interactions? Because I feel like that's what we're talking about.
Human psychology.
Yeah.
That's human.
I don't know what it's called.
But we're not studying like individual people. We're talking about their interaction. That's more sociology.
The study.
It's a certain branch of psychology, and that's actually what I want to go into.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, that's what I want to major. I forget what it's called.
It is called social psychology.
Social psychology.
Social psychology.
Yeah.
It's a lot of words.
Yeah, that's what I want to major.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So
it's perfect. You're getting a head start.
yeah, right. Because I really like
host your own
studying
podcast.
human interactions.
I know that. I do it for fun more than like I want to study it.
Well, it's fun.
It is fun.
And
yeah.
if you get to study it,
Mm-hmm.
or if you get to study it and then do a job, do something, like the careers that would go into is not being like a manager, but being a psychologist in a workplace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Where
like a counselor kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of like, but like more of like a kind of human resources.
Mhm.
Yeah. But like, not Toby from The Office.
Yeah, not that. I've never watched The Office.
What? Both
Don't
of you.
watch it.
Bruh.
Don't
It's
watch it.
dumb. I shouldn't argue about this because I argued about it in the last podcast. I guess all we argued about.
Really?
It was me and Robbie. I just argued about
Yeah,
it.
Robbie's a big Office guy.
I've
You've
never
watched it like
seen
7 times.
That's
Jesus.
insane.
I know.
Okay, but listen, hear me out. Once you get past season 1 and 2, it's an amazing show. Like, legitimately. It's out of the 2 like main like sitcoms that have like been consistently popular throughout the 2000s,
Mhm.
Friends and The Office. The Office is so much better in my opinion. I used to think the other way, but Friends gets stale and
I tried watching it
and
today.
the laugh track sucks ass.
I think the laugh track kind of helps. 'Cause
No.
Hold on, let me say this.
It's ass.
No.
No, it's so
No,
bad.
no, let me say my piece.
Just describe it.
Okay, because sometimes like the laugh track will make me laugh. Like I'll laugh because other people are laughing. It's just social
But it's
social
not,
psychology.
It's not funny.
It's
though.
psychology.
It is, but it's just not. It's not funny.
I think it is.
Like
Like
laughing because of the laugh track.
the laugh track on iCarly made that show funny. That's a hot take.
No, that show was genuinely funny.
Yeah, I actually really
To
like
like
that,
9-year-old me,
yeah.
that shit's funny, bro.
Yeah, the 10-year-old me, yes.
Yeah, the 10-year-old me loved the butter in a sock, dude. That's
Bro,
shit was funny.
Sam's
Sam's a lesbian.
Yo, she's definitely a lesbian, and she's also in jail. She's
Oh,
gotta
that
be-
too. Yeah.
Yo, she's definitely like.
Like her
killed someone.
character would have like been a heroin
Her character
addict.
would have been like a school shooter. Let's be honest.
No.
No, she would have
Heroin
threatened.
addict.
She would have no coke addict.
One of the two. Some addict.
I mean, she's just kind of.
Let's talk about addiction, though.
Yo, Gibby, I want to see him.
I was just going to mention
I
Gibby.
want to see him on The Biggest Loser, like Weight Watchers.
Isn't he like ripped now?
Bro, if he's ripped, this would be a big
No,
plot twist in my life.
what's his face? Camera guy's ripped.
Camera
He-
guys ripped?
Freddie?
Freddie, yeah,
ripped.
Freddie.
Freddy's ripped.
Gibby.
I'm pretty sure.
Gibby from iCarly now.
Alright, Gibby now. He looks ugly. Okay, I shouldn't say that. Wow. All right.
He's not ripped. No.
I'm gonna save this picture. I'm gonna actually put it in the podcast.
Gibby!
I'm gonna screenshot it because I don't know how to save. So yeah, it's
See-
a screenshot. So.
Yeah, you know. Love Mac, but I don't know how to use
No,
it.
I know how to screenshot. Actually, no, I think it's going like this. Shit, no, I don't want to see.
Control click.
Oh yeah, I got like the right click. That's like the whole thing.
They don't have right click on
Dude,
that.
there's a
It-
kid with he came to school with sunflower seeds.
I love sunflower seeds.
I love them too, but
I don't care for them.
had a water bottle and he was like spitting in it.
Yeah,
At
okay,
school.
that's gross.
And it made me uncomfortable. And plus he had massive hickeys on his neck too.
You know, I saw his tweet.
He's like the school pothead.
I saw his tweet. It was like, I'm at college now. Is everyone supposed to have hickeys?
Really?
I haven't seen like anybody with a hickey. To be honest, I also haven't been staring at it too.
I'm not at college, so I couldn't answer that.
Yeah, I don't see hickeys as a big thing. It's not as cool to have a hickey anymore.
Anymore? Once you hit college?
No, like it used to be like in like the 80s and 70s. Like, yeah, I got a girl kiss me. Oh. But like now it's like, Oh, you should probably hide that. It doesn't look that great.
Really?
You don't get as much clout anymore.
No, I feel like it's definitely a clout thing.
Nah.
Yes, because yes, it totally is. In
Well,
high
wait.
school, at least in
Well,
my
at
class,
least,
it is.
at least in high school, yeah.
In my class, it is. It's like
Yeah.
remember like last year, like 2 kids showed up with like hickeys all year, and it was just made biggest deal of it.
What's Mondo doing? Mondo, you looking for a hickey?
No, like when I was in the garage, there was a fridge
hickey?
there. No, it was a fridge. I didn't notice it there. I'm like, did they bring the fridge upstairs?
Oh.
But then I went to go check because I just remembered.
I just did bad.
Let's talk about clout for a minute. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a clout chaser.
I don't know what cloud is.
Clout is a coolness.
Okay, okay. So the thing I don't care
Popularity and coolness.
Popularity, yeah.
about. Yeah, the thing I don't care.
Yeah, you're in a group that does not give a fuck.
Yes. Let's bring it full circle.
Exactly.
You're a clout chaser, Chris?
Yeah. If you think about it, I have a TikTok, I have a podcast, I have a vlog, I make t-shirts.
You're not clout chasing.
I just, well,
That's
I
not
think,
clout chasing.
I think
You're
I
a
just-
millennial.
I look for attention. I think that's what it is. I think it's a problem that I need to fix. I like have 3 different Instagram accounts. I have a TikTok. It's wild.
You see, I just do things if I think they're funny.
Yeah. Yo, it's 10:40. Do you actually need to leave? Or can you speed? I know that's on the podcast too. Because
Which
somebody
on the
needs to be
podcast?
home. Alright, well, this was a good conversation. I ain't gonna lie
That's
to you.
fire.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I think it's one of the best podcasts yet.
Really?
Yeah, I'm being 100%.
No, 'cause I feel
See, I think the politics, I'm gonna look a little bit like an idiot.
No,
me
no,
too,
no.
me too, for sure. But I think, isn't that all politics?
Yeah, but I haven't ended it yet, so I gotta like do the outro still.
Oh,
Oh, we're still arguing about it, but like, yeah. So,
Are you an ice cruncher?
no, I actually realized in college that like I chew on ice all the time.
I love chewing on ice.
I
anemic?
need
What,
It's actually a symptom for being anemic.
top 3 fast food ices.
I
ISIS.
don't go to fast food places, so I don't know.
What?
You
That's
just
cap. Yes, you do.
No, I don't actually. I really don't.
It's Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, McDonald's.
Starbucks there isn't. Okay. But I'm not gonna argue on like listening to you crunch ice is so annoying.
Have you seen that Colgate?
Yeah.
ice
I'm
I'm
gonna
an ice cruncher.
I'm gonna punch you. But yeah, so I think it's the best podcast yet. So I hope you hit the subscribe, like, comment your favorite part. Follow me on TikTok. It's Chris Krupp 711. I know, pretty, but pretty, yeah. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next time.
Comment your favorite person.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Comment your favorites is me, or me.
Okay, that's fair.
It's me.
It's not gonna be me. 'Cause let's be honest. You've seen this face. But yeah. See you guys. See you guys later.
Bye.